Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do my toenails. So as you can see, it's very bad. Okay, it's extremely bad. So let's do a complete makeover of these nails. So firstly, I'm just shortening it a little bit, not too much, just a little. Okay, just leveling it up. I like to maintain that length as it is because it helps my extensions that I put on to stay on for longer. Now I'm just going to lightly sand the nails so that whatever I'm going to put on top will stay for longer. I don't do cuticle work or things on these toenails, guys, because I don't have much of a cuticle work to do, frankly. That's why. So my e-file is at the lowest RPM. Usually I don't do extension on the pinky finger or the smallest one. Just leveling it up. I have got a slight ingrown nails, guys, so I don't curve it up much, and just my skin also I'll just do a little. Just with this itself, I'll be pushing back the cuticles. I don't do cuticle cutting or anything of that sort. I'll be just showing this nails, guys. The other side I'll be doing off camera. So right now I have done my filing, just going in with acetone to just remove the dust, because if dust is there, the chances of the gum getting attached or strongly bonding with the extensions will be less. Okay, so that's how that looks. Now coming for sizing, so this is what I use. It's a normal extensions, okay, and these are the gel tips I use. I had ordered tips for the toes, but what I got was tips for the fingers, and I didn't bother returning it because it works fine for me. I'll show you how I do that. But so these are the different sizings, and the sizings are mentioned here. So let's size and see. The same thing that's applicable for the hands, from toenail, from one side to the other side, you have to use. That fell off from my hands, guys. I'm not going and picking it up. Let's check it out. So this seems perfect, so I'm just keeping it aside. Ideally that same thing would be for my other side also, so I'm just taking that side and also keeping. This is way too big. Yeah, this would do. You can see from side wall to side wall, so that would do. It's definitely not comfortable doing the toenails on camera, guys, because the camera angle is one thing and the other thing is holding my leg up. I usually sit down on the floor and comfortably does this, but that's not possible today, right? So we'll have to do with this. And the last toenail I usually don't stick, so only 4 I take up always. Okay, so now that's done. I don't buff the inside of my extensions, I just leave it as it is. Now I'm gonna take one of these, and this is how it'll look like. It has different sizes. It's ideally actually for the fingers, as you can see, but this is it. I am going to use the same thing for my toes. Now I'll show you how I do that. We have to remove the layer here. See, that's the layer. There's like a protective layer that's kept on, which I find it extremely hard to open up. Okay, there we go. Right, I kind of finished up one full side for most of my nails. So now what I do is, it might not be a conventional way, but this is how I find it, because my sizing are for fingers, not for the toes. So I just stick it from one side onwards to the other side, stick it and remove the plastic film off. Okay, I have removed it. It's there on the leg. If you can see a sheen there, that is actually stuck on. Now I'll stick another one for the other side. If you have the actual size for a toenail, you don't need to do what I am doing, but since I don't have it, this is how I do it. And like I said, I don't really mind doing it this way, and I didn't bother to return it also or raise a complaint, because as long as my purpose serves, I'm fine with it. So you can see the first nail is fully sheened up. I'm gonna take my extension, just place it right on top and press it down. Okay, just press it fully down, and the first one is done. As simple as that, guys. From this one onwards, you can get the correct sizing because it's pretty small. So this one is the perfect size, as you can see. Just that from the top a little bulging would be there. That one, what I do is, I'll take this and just fold it inside and keep this on top and just press. That's that. The next one would be the next size. Okay, just fold the excess down and place this on top. Press it down. I don't use the other gel for my toes because I find it very itchy, the contact dermatitis thingy. That's how I feel it, so I never use it. I used only once, after which I stopped because I find this quite faster than the other technique. Of course, I'll be going in with filing now to remove that pointy tabs on top. Just gonna file it a little, only to remove that bulging tab. I don't change the shape or anything, I just leave it as it is. As you can see, this side is done, as easy as that. Now I'm gonna use a sanitizer, alcohol based, and just spills that on. That's because any gel on the outside of my nails, that is on the skin surface, will be disinfected using this. So the possibilities of any allergies coming up is reduced. So this side is done. I will do this leg off camera and I'll be back. So as you can see right down there, I have done and finished that legs, and I have painted it also. So this is this leg, guys. I am using a black paint, and that is from Faces Canada. This is Black Beauty number 15. I'm going to use this to do my legs, and I don't go very far towards the sides of my legs. I leave a little space out, especially for the thumb, because I like a narrow nail for my thumb. If you would have noticed, I've got a really big chunky leg, and doing this like this gives it a narrow finish. I don't know how much you understand what I'm telling. I like it this way. I leave it like this also. I don't go and fill it on the sides because I like the narrow look, and it's not that very evident, especially it's your leg, so it's not going to be so much of an evident when you do this like this. So it gives a narrow look, which I prefer. You can of course go and do this before you stick your extensions on. You can always do your nail art before. I sometimes do that. I do a nail art on the legs and then I sometimes stick it on. If it is a solid color like this, I don't go and do the design first and then stick it. I stick it and then put the polish on. You can do it either ways, guys, however it is convenient for you. And that is it, guys. Both my legs looks like this. Of course I'll be applying a little bit of oil once this dries out, but this is the basic routine that I always do. I hope you like this video. Like, share, subscribe and leave a comment.